Okay. Entering the room. I think we're live. I don't know if you can hear me yet, but let's see who's in the room. Nobody in the room yet. It says not live. What is not live? Is the room not live? The Jam Studio. Hello. I see myself on camera. Why does it say not live? Ah, broadcasting. There we are. Okay, let's see who else is able to join us on this control panel. Put that there. Okay. Is anybody joining? Okay. I'm live. Are you joining me?
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. I was just tempted by the traffic tripler ebooks that are on the iPass, or that come with iPass.
Oh, okay.
So they've got some kind of 7 lessons. And and each of these lessons has kind of a okay, you can view it. It's just each lesson is just a PDF file, so that you don't have to sit through another video and video and video. And so I will go through it. I think I much rather have a book to learn from than just a video where somebody is just giving me so much blah 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 all the time.
Right.
I don't know how you're feeling, but I think basically it's a waste of time.
Yeah, well, that's why when I have video, I want to download them.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I can do, I'm actually pulling up the live webinar now. Let me see how it works. If I click on that, if I can see myself there.
That's a nice picture in the background.
Sorry, yeah. I hope you like that logo thing in the back.
Yes,
Yeah?
I like it. That looks fine.
Yeah. Okay, I think the live webinar is working because I tried it out. In fact, I could.
It says live as well. There's nobody there.
Yeah, but on the yeah, I don't see any attendees or anything yet. So we'll have to see. We still got 8 minutes before the 3 p.m. sign, but we're going to do it anyway. We're not going to wait for anybody. We're just going to do as if people are there.
People are there, and well, in fact, if it's live on YouTube, it really doesn't matter.
Exactly.
If they are live or not.
Yes, that's true. That's completely true.
So they could still get the benefit.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So, and that's what we're doing. We're creating content. That's all we're doing. Yeah, over time.
Exactly. And over time, we're creating content, and bit by bit, if people are there, that's fine. And if they're not there, they will have the content anyway.
Also
and
fine.
I've just checked on the top producer formula. I've already listened today to some of those hangouts.
Right. I'm doing a screen share to see how that works.
Okay, so now we're infinity.
Yeah. So do you see the website?
I see the website, right.
Okay. So yeah, I have to see how I can change the thumbnail. But anyway, it does work. If you click here, it do you hear the sound or not?
No, I don't hear anything.
Okay. I'm wondering if. Okay. I guess you should play it for yourself then too. I wonder if you can share the sound. Yeah, but this is the wrong one. This is. I put a -2 after our current one. I think I need to get the code again because we went out and back in again. Okay, that's. oh. Okay, I've got a few minutes. No type internetmarketing.com. That's interesting because we are recording this, and we're going to go to my member access. Logging in. Okay. In the meantime, I can pick up the link from here, the embed code link. And it is a bit tricky, this, but I guess they want to do this because every time you stop and start, you have a unique new new video, right? So let's go into the right page. So I am seeing now you have to keep everything open so that you can do this. Go to the live webinar page. Okay, I do edit page with the profit builder because that's the easiest. Okay. All right, now I click on here and I say I want to change the properties of that. Stopping the video because it also starts running there. So somehow, if I swap this out, yeah, it's a different code, a different video code, different YouTube ID, if you want to call it that. Okay, so this is it. If I try it out now, where is it at here? Here, it's already here. And I do refresh, then it should say -2 there.
Ah.
There it is, -2.
Ah,
see?
right, yes, I see this.
Yeah, I've tested many systems. You like testing, I like testing too, but you've got to know what you're really testing.
Exactly, all the time.
Okay, so now when I start it, it should, yeah.
It should get us to what we do right now.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, actually, it runs like 20 seconds, so I can see what happened 20 seconds ago. What I did, you can see that here. Okay,
it runs
good.
20 seconds in the future? No,
yeah, that would be nice.
That would be nice.
We are in the future. Okay,
exactly.
So I can stop the screen share, or actually I can test that I have this one sitting ready here. Okay, I do. And I'll put it on full presentation mode. I call it the kickoff actually here, so we can go through that. It's 2 minutes to go. And then we'll do an official opening at that very moment, okay?
Exactly, okay, let's do this.
I'm stopping the screen share. So
and
we are back.
Also think that I will present, as we've talked, top producer formula. We've got the slides, and so we'll go from there and see what our subconscious minds are creating.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on the attendees, I don't see anybody here yet. Or we could be hypey and say, wow, we've got so many people already. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
I'm totally registered. Okay. Well, we've been in the air for 10 minutes. Okay, we're in the last minute. So
we're in the last minute, exactly.
Yes.
Okay, you did a Twitter as well 30 minutes ago. I share this on my Facebook post.
Right. So after saying hi, and opening up, I'll go to the presentation, right?
Yeah. And we're having value for the people.
That's right.
I just shared the post on Facebook, maybe for the last minute people who are seeing this.
Okay. Well, it's time to kick off. And let's go for it. Maybe we stay on the camera for a moment. Then after that, we start up the presentation. Anyway, I'd like to welcome, first of all, Simone on the other side. Hi, Simone.
Hi, Marcel. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. This is a good moment in history for us, because we are doing our first webinar, our first hangout together. We decided to partner up. We got to know each other through a company that teaches us in marketing, in internet marketing. We've learned a lot, and now we're at the point of turning around and teaching and coaching other people. So we thought, how can we help other people in a better way so that they have better chances of getting into this.
And we're here, and we know how it feels like when you're just starting, when you're overwhelmed, and we know how hard it is sometimes to connect all the missing pieces and to really get started. And we both are very motivated and are very happy that we can do this together from the comfort of our homes.
Right, right. Yeah, we'll be going through some slides. We prepared those for you. And we'll be explaining why we're doing this and why we gave it the name No Hype Internet Marketing. So let's go for it. I'm going to share my screen. And forgive me if not everything goes technically 100%, but I think we did some practice, so that was good. Okay, now you see the screen in a screen, and I'm going to switch over to the presentation here. Let me see here, present. And so I now only see my total screen here. I don't see what you see. So before, of course, I had my own camera and saw myself. Okay. So Simone, is this clear in view?
Yes, that's perfectly clear. Absolutely wonderful.
Okay, right.
I'm happy that we're doing that. And as the title says, we're not here to do the hype. We're here to be brutally honest.
Righto. Yes. And we will be telling you that no hype means that we're going to be very realistic about what is needed to move forward in internet marketing. Or actually, internet marketing is supposed to be a tool for running your business, but a lot of people do use it as a goal by itself. Of course, marketing is to support a business, so that's what we'll be talking about as well. Let's move on. What we'll be covering, I'll do a few of these numbers, and then Simone can step in. So we'll be talking about, well, first of all, we'll be asking you to fill out your registration. Actually, it's a kind of a little survey. If you don't do that, that's up to you. But if we want to really help you, be in contact with you, we need to know a little bit more about you. So you can find the registration link. We'll be giving that to you actually at the end. So when you will be able to assess whether that's something you want to do or not. Okay. We'll be talking about what's no hype, what we stand for. And then we have made a roadmap, which is a schematic view of marketing, the funnels and the campaigns that you can run. That would be interesting. And for everybody that registers and joins, we'll be having a copy of that for you so that you can enjoy that, put it on your wall, and be learning, because we'll be using that roadmap just about every week that we come back to pick up a piece. Okay, Simone, you want to tell about doing the work?
Well, doing the work, this is something where really, to me, the no hype gets in. We're going to show you a step-by-step process overview about what exactly you have to do. So it won't be anymore the case that you just know where your goal is, you know where you are, but you don't know the exact steps that you have to take. So I know that it's a long winding road to get from where you are to where you want to go, and we try to make this long road actually a little bit more straight so that you don't have to do so much U-turns and
derail.
Yeah, so you can really rely on us. So we've done a lot of U-turns ourselves, so we know what we're talking about. And well, this is part of no hype. We're not promising anything, and as always, we're not a lottery, and therefore we say doing the work, this ugly word, but in fact that's really something that to us is more important.
Right.
I will show you also the Top Producer Formula System. This is actually a training course from the company that we are learning from. And this is actually a great course. And I try to listen to it every day so that bit by bit I can have the chance to gain more and more information. And every time I listen to it, I listen to something new. And there are more and more things that I find out when I listen to that. So we're going to give you, of course, some marketing hints, marketing tools and tips as well, so that you can really do something that deserves the term marketing.
Right.
Because you have to know exactly what marketing is all about, that you're actually talking to your customer. And to me as well, doing business means providing a value to your customer, and you have to tell your customer that you're out there, and this is marketing to us, and the internet is just a great tool to do this.
Right. Okay. Hey, I'm going to say time out for a second. Can you move your microphone a little bit away from your mouth, or downwards a little bit? So
okay, is that better?
Yeah. The thing is, when the air from your mouth hits the microphone, it gives a. So, but that's okay. So we're going to cut out this piece, and we'll continue right now. Here we go. So number 8 is the tool tips. So I'll be talking about some tips, especially on tooling. 7 and number 8, we'd like to see those come back every week. So every week we'll have marketing hints and we'll have tool tips. Well, also tool tips could mean other things that bother you. I'm an IT person. My background is that, so I'd be able to help you on other things as well. As you said before, it's all about doing the work. So we have a slide here on take massive action now, which actually means, are you going to get ready for this, and would you like to work with us? So after that, we'll be asking you, when that's clear, we'll be asking you what topics you feel are most urgent to you, and you want them to be covered by us in following webinars, following hangouts. So it'll be your choice to choose that. And then, as I said at the beginning, we would like you to take, if you feel you're ready for it and you feel you want to do the survey, we will be giving you a option to join us after you've done the survey for about half an hour to talk through the possibilities of working with us, and to see if that's on what kind of basis that would be. So, and also we feel that that is something grand that you would be doing, and we'll be giving you a reward for that. After that, at the end, there'll be an open Q&A, questions and answers. Okay, let's move on. Okay, the registration, I'm not going to, this slide should actually have been at the end, but you can already look it up if you want. Yeah, one thing I should say, you can go to Facebook right now and you can put in the search argument no hype internet marketing. So facebook.com/no hype internet marketing, and then you'll be able to chat with us. We'll be looking at that from time to time and seeing if there are questions that that pop up. That clicking on it here right myself now. And the other thing is you can go to our website and register. There is a link, or I think I'll give them that link here. It's /register. I'm not sure whether that works yet. I'll be giving you a link at the end that should work, and otherwise just we'll be putting it on the Facebook, right? Okay, let's move on. Okay, oops, that was too quick. I have to go back a couple of slides. Okay. Yeah, okay. Before we start, I just picked up a term from a guy I don't even know, Hegel. But I really liked
Hegel,
it.
German philosopher.
Yeah, okay, see?
Of course I know.
That's why we have to have this this international cooperation to get some proper intelligence and culture going here. So, but I really like this. Nothing great has been and nothing great can be accomplished without passion. And so we want to say, of course, there's more than passion that's needed, but passion drives anything. It drives you when you want to get knowledge, when you want to learn something, when you are enthusiastic. Passion drives that you want to be a master at something, that you want to tell everybody about it. That is passion. Passion actually, as far as I interpret it, is you would do anything even if you didn't get paid for it, even if you would have to die for it. That's why it's called passion. Okay?
Okay.
So at this moment, please think for yourself, where is your passion in your life? And where do you want to take that? You want to, what are your goals? We'll be coming back on this in future, but more specifically. But it's important for you to realize where you stand, where you want to go, and if you feel that we could be the people to help you with that. Okay. Okay, Simone, who are you?
Okay, about myself. I am here in Hamburg, Germany. I am 49 years old, married, and have 2 children. I work full-time. And I am also very, very passionate for internet marketing. I have studied business administration, but turned into different subjects before. But internet marketing, I found out that this is really my passion and where I would really do something about. I'm working in a big company right now, which I absolutely love. I love the products, everything. So, but I think it's important to really find out what is your true drive, your true motive in your life, and what is really there that keeps you going. And therefore, I'm doing internet marketing because this is so much fun.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Okay. From my side, I've been in IT, information technology, for over 20 years. My background, I come from the Netherlands, from Holland, from the country right next to Germany. But I fell in love with my wife from Orlando, Florida. So that's where I live now, although we travel quite a bit. And I have been working as a consultant, as a freelance consultant. But at some point, I did not have the satisfaction from that. I wanted to, instead of working for very large companies, I wanted to work more helping people specifically with coaching and improving their life, and have become interested in health and wellness and also more spirituality. And I love to help anybody with that. I feel that the more I can radiate that to other people, it's based on principles as forgiveness and appreciation, thankfulness. So I'd like to help people that way. And why is marketing important to me? Because I learned a long time ago that you have to change. I've been a change manager for many years, and change actually consists of 2 major pieces. One is the innovation, finding something new, something that needs to take over from the old. But then to get that across to people, you need a vehicle, and the vehicle is marketing. It is so the combination of the innovation and the marketing is what drives change, and that's what's always had my passion, change. So. Yeah, and I have to say it's not been easy getting into internet marketing. I'm very much the person who wants to learn everything, but then finding the right way around to say, okay, how can what I've learned, which I now know, how can I make that available to other people? No, actually, the big question is, how can I make money with that? And we will be going into different topics, having learned from different people. And we'll be pretty transparent about that, where we got the information from, because I believe if you show your thankfulness to those people that you've learned from, that will come back to you in multitude. But okay. The goal, learn how to make money online in a step-by-step process. That is the basic thing. There's a lot of things around it, but it is that's the major thing. Learning to sell seems to be the most difficult thing for people that get into this business, unless you find a way that we sometimes don't find so ethical. So we like to not sell air. We like to see how people know how to work the ropes and do the work properly. So. Want to take over?
Yes, so the next thing is who is this webinar for? It is for a lot of people, because we also strongly believe that internet marketing is something that right now in these days everybody needs. It is important for a small business owner, home business owners, those people who still have a dream and a passion and who are willing to dedicate their time in it. And also for people who have different budgets and can also do more with the free time they have and are willing to really do what it takes to in order to succeed. So you don't have to have a specific well, company to work with, but you can do so many things, and we're there to give you also ideas of what is possible, ideas of what you can do with it.
Right.
So when you have a business already, that's fine. If you don't have a business already, you can make a business out of it. We can show you how. And in the end, I know that learning a lot of new stuff will also make you different. And this is something that I appreciate very much. When you dig into this, you also automatically are into change of your personality and you improve. And that's something that I think cannot be valued enough. So this is so important.
Right. Yes. Yeah. I think you hit the hammer on the nail on the hammer. The hammer on the nail. And yeah, it's such a wonderful thing to discover that when you work on this, you're actually working on yourself. We will go into what kind of books you should be reading or listening to, and why. And that's part of your self-development and communicating, and well, there's many things to it. So how are we different with no hype, Simone?
Well, we're different because we want to get away from all this hype. We want to tell it as it is. We want to give you ideas about what are the real steps, what are the real expectations that you can have. And I myself know that I have been so frustrated by all the people who supposedly have had success within 28 days or whatever. And this is something that, in fact, it doesn't encourage me, it discourages me. And our idea is we don't want to have all this hype. We want to tell you exactly how much time you would need or how you can proceed bit by bit, but also be exact regarding what you can expect. So we want to say, well, it takes years, it takes its time. Sometimes it's quicker, sometimes it's less quick, but there's no such thing as an overnight success.
Right.
This is something where we would really like to be brutally honest about.
Right. Yes. I'd like to be as specific as I can about this. I have had many mentors, and maybe when they're watching this, they will say, yeah, he never did what I showed him, or he never did exactly what I wanted. But I guess I belong to the group that wants to find out things for themselves, and I will go along with a person if that person actually takes the time to show me and to watch over my shoulder and to say, okay, hey, what do you think of this? Why don't you try that? And a person that actually will help me to achieve something, to do exercises that are needed to create products or deliverables that we need to make when we do internet marketing, whether it's creating a capture page or an opt-in piece to put on a capture page, or graphics, or put a video in, to create links and to put links through a link tracker or through Google Analytics. Or these are all the technicalities that you have to learn. But I have not seen any coach that will actually, and I've paid coaches a lot of money, tens of thousands, but none of them have said, I will actually do that with you. And I am probably the you say slow learner. I did not go to university. but I learned everything my way. And as stubborn as I am, that's just what it took. So I would like to say I'm open to those people that feel that they're in the same situation and that need that extra support. And I know it's going to be hard for us to say yes to everybody because our time is limited, and we can't say, okay, we're going to do this for multiple people. But we'd like to start that way, and then we'd like to create a team of helpers that will help, and that way we cascade that down to other people that are joining us and prepared to help others also in what they've learned. And that way we can grow this team bigger and bigger with having the same quality from the start of what you need to learn, how you learn it, and actually get that help. And not just a video that explains what they do. I'd like to put in a little analogy. I was a sailing teacher, sailing coach for many years, for about 20 years for a bank in the Netherlands. And I would be proud of the fact that they would be sailing off from the dock without me having touched the boat. I mean, yeah, the essential parts, the helm or the ropes myself at all. And it's so different than other sail teachers where they would say, here, come on board and let me show you how I do it. And then they would have the helm and the ropes in their hands. Yeah, do it like this. No, with me, and it would take an hour beforehand with a blackboard, and I would draw with a piece of chalk. We didn't have whiteboards in that time. A piece of chalk we would draw, and I'd let them draw and say, okay, do you see now why a boat moves and why the wind comes from there, and you cannot go straight into the wind, you have to go like that, and how you do that. So that kind of thing I'd like to give as an analogy, say, okay, that way I'd like to help people. We would like to help people, and we'd like to have people on board that would feel the same about helping other people. So.
And we also know that you only have the chance to learn something if you do it yourself. And we're also the people who also jump into something and say, well, okay, let's get going, let's get started, and just do it and learn it on the way. And actually, this is something that another famous German author, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, knew, that only when you do something, you have a chance to memorize something.
That's right. And for me, that counts like, it's very, very important, very strong. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so how did we start in internet marketing? I think we've kind of covered that, right? Or do you want to add to that?
Well, for me, my story was that I started in a network marketing company, and once my warm market was done, my sponsor was no longer existent. I was just sitting there and thinking, okay, I really like this industry. I think it's just amazing, so that you can get started being self-employed without having all the risks to take. But I didn't know how to proceed. And having children, I was also kind of stuck at home, so that I knew, okay, I can't go to the streets and wander up and around and find out how to get to people whom I can drag to the presentation. So therefore I had to try something else, and I was searching the internet and I found this company, and I thought, oh well, that's a great idea, just using the leverage of the internet in order to do a different approach of the network marketing company. So this way, bit by bit, I discovered internet marketing. I learned it, and I said, oh, okay, that's fine. And with the little and small steps, and every day a little step at a time, I am sure that I will reach my goal.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. And you made me think of a few things also to say. I think that we could say that we have the knowledge and the experience now to be able to help you a lot. Also, the way you should be looking at network marketing now, and why internet marketing is the new way. One of our teachers is Kim Flavor, and she has a number of lessons that we could just give you a little insight into to say, okay, we have to, instead of being scared of what we're doing and saying how are we going to market this product or whatever, we need to get that passion for that product and be proud of it and say, this is what I sell, this is what I stand for. Yeah, the word selling seems to be okay when it comes to companies like Apple. Well, what do they do? What do you, if you ask a person at Apple, what do you do? And they say, well, we sell iPhones, we sell MacBooks. You know, we have kind of gone away from being afraid of saying we're not allowed to sell. But that is really what our customers do expect from us, because they know it up front. Of course, we all know the term, you know, people like to buy, they don't like to be sold. So let's have that discussion and see in which cases we should be looking in that. Yeah? For me, I have been doing internet marketing, started at a very slow speed back in Holland, and then got interested in it. And it's only the last couple of years actually that I've ramped up in that. And besides that, I run a marketing business now from internationally. I have people in different places in Manchester, New Hampshire, in Bangladesh, and I have clients, especially here in Orlando, where which are small businesses, small entrepreneurs, which I help with their marketing, setting up their business, their sites, their e-commerce stores, etc. So, but my belief is I would still like to be able to travel with my wife and family, and that's what we do already. But I would like to be fully supporting this so that my wife can even say, okay, I don't need to work anymore, or let's do something that we really like doing, like voluntary work or charity, helping people that are really in need, and do that from a strong basis. So yeah, okay. What to believe?
What to believe? Well, just help me out. I don't remember what we meant with this right now.
Yeah, I think this was kind of a title where we said, okay, this is what in the course of what we will be bringing, what we'll be teaching, we will indicate what we have learned along the way, what we have assessed and judged that was not really true, and so we say, okay, you don't need to believe that, you know. So we'll pick it up as we go. Okay.
Okay. And well, in the last topic, what we have learned, the devil is in the detail. You might probably have noticed this as well. There's some kind of fluffy whatever promise where you can think, okay, once I have this book, once I have this course, I can know how to do this. I will become a millionaire or whatsoever. And then you just open up the first pages, you read through it all, you go through the entire course, and then you realize, well, I just don't understand it. And this is what we also mean. It's this step-by-step approach that is missing. What is it actually meaning? What does it take to really say, okay, you have to have an autoresponder set up? Well, this is so easily said, but in the end, doing all the clicks with your mouse, which clicks first and which clicks second, and how to set up a system, how to set up this tool, why do I need this? And this is something that's like the pieces of a puzzle, and we'll give you the entire picture, and we'll also give you the information on where each pieces of the puzzle belong to. I know the internet is full of all the puzzle pieces. So, and you will find all the puzzle pieces that you're looking for on your success on the internet, but nobody or hardly anybody is giving you the instruction on how to put all these puzzles together.
Right. Yeah.
So to me, this is really something where I say, okay, I'm struggling, and this is so much to learn, and what is this, and why do I need that, and why do I have to have a homepage, and what is Facebook all about, and how does Twitter work, and how is this all connected? we're there to help you as mentors and also as people who are giving you the entire picture and how you put each puzzle into its place where it belongs.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So what came up in my mind is, what's not on here, is that we would like to bring in other people to tell their story. We'd like to bring in you if you feel that you belong to this family, to this No Hype family, that you have been looking for this and want to tell the story. And that could be because you are starting, or because maybe you're already successful in a certain way, or you have a certain industry, a certain niche that you would like to say, okay, in our niche it works like this. So I'd like to add that to it. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the clock. It's 3:32, so we have half an hour. And what you see here is a lot. And we're not going to go into the detail of this today, but we will be covering this in the coming weeks. But I'd like to give you a little outline of what you see here, the big pieces, so that you can start working with this. Okay? So what you see here at the top, I don't know if you, is my cursor in view?
Perfect.
Okay,
It works.
right. Okay. So cut this page through the middle, right here, right down the middle. First of all, we call it the marketing funnel and campaign roadmap. Why is it funnel? Funnel is because if you go from left to right, you drive a big audience, if you can, over here, and then in the end you have your sales. Now, of course, you'd like to have more sales than audience, but that doesn't work. So you have an audience here, and at the end you have sales. So that's your funnel. I can actually draw it more like a funnel here. And campaign means that you set up, you organize, and you schedule campaigns to do certain steps along the way to get people from the first stage to the second stage to the third stage to the fourth stage. Okay, so again, down the middle, the first two stages, the goal there is purely to connect and build a relationship. It's like the old face-to-face, belly-to-belly, with people, talking and finding out how they are, what they're doing, and get to know people. And look what I've got here: cold, warm, and hot traffic to get to know you. And here, next step is to get to like you, yeah, to like each other, to like you. Okay, so those are the first two stages. And the last two stages, that's where you are able and allowed to bring in the products, and to bring in the product not so much as you have to buy this product first. First, you have to know whether a person has any desire. Yeah. So after you've got their attention to it, then you find out if they have an interest for a certain niche, for a certain industry, for a certain group of products, for a certain issue in the world or whatever. Then you can say, okay, and that's what happens at the bottom here. People, they say, okay, I like you. Let's see what else you have. So I'm going to say yes to a general newsletter. So they get into a newsletter. We get into this database here, and then we're going to send them emails. It says you're 10x, so 10 emails. We're going to send them over time, and then we're going to send them a survey at some point, because we want to know, specifically what kind of industry, what kind of niche, what kind of interest they have, yeah, and from that we will be able to either call them, or we will get them into a database that actually splits. I should just say list, because otherwise it sounds so technical, but that's my background. A list, and that list actually is split by different areas. So we'll have a list for health and wellness, we'll have one for real estate or investment, we'll have one for beauty and skincare, we'll have one for sports, for any kind of group of issues, yeah, that there are. And then from there we'll be mailing people, and mailing in the future could actually mean that we'll have an app from which we send notification. It doesn't have to be an email in the future. Yeah, could be SMS, could be text messages, right? Then we will bring them to the specific page, and we call that a bridge page here, where we will test their desire. We will find out, we will tell them about the benefits and features of certain products, or we can compare those products. Also, we'll be telling about the extra coaching and additional services that you can bring, that you will bring to this. Yeah. Now, think of this being your own business, right? So this first part, sorry, all the way over the left here, this can be stored in your social media and advertising. The second piece would be your personal blog, where we talk about posting with video and with text. The next piece is here, bridgepage.com. That's actually where we have a place, a marketplace, where people can look around and compare products based on how good they are, their benefits and their features. And you can also, if it's your business, you can say, yeah, okay, I am able to supply you with these products, but I also coach you. Yeah? And this is exactly the way that Simone and I have thought of this, that we want to give people something extra alongside of what they would be buying. So you also saw here the freebies. It's like this in the world nowadays. Well, not nowadays, it's always been that way. If you give something, people, something of value, just like I'm going to give this to you at the end. If you sign up for this or register, I will give you this chart, and we will gladly give that to you. Then if you give things to people, then they will think, okay, that's worth something, and they don't mind getting on, giving their email and getting on your newsletter list, or in this case, to get on a specific list which takes you to the pages, the bridge pages, and from there we actually entice people. That's a big word. We get them to, well, do you want to know more specific about any specific product? Then sign up here, and then they get into a sales page. From there, we tell them specifically about the product. We may even mix it, and you see here the word personality. By the way, it's also over here, personality. We try to find out what kind of a personality, what kind of a person they are. Are they an action taker, or are they more of a reserved person? Do they like to speak in soft language? And so the different ways of actually addressing people. And so we ask questions here, and then again here from there, either we say, hey, this is the person doesn't mind talking on the phone, so let's talk to them, or they are ready to buy, and they will buy. And over here, and we may then give a great upsell for them, where they say, okay, hey, if you like this, what others have bought, we also see it on your phone, what others have bought beside that product that you just buying. And we may even have a one-time offer where the something that's really, really great to do at that time. Yeah. And of course, then they get into another list where we would follow up and where we build the relationship with that client. And next time, that client will actually be mailed. It doesn't say it here, but that person will actually be found out that they can expand their interests to other lists, and then they will be able to buy from you within that same niche, that same industry, in the same interest area, or from others. So across here, number 0 here is we will start your marketing by doing some research about the audience. So finding out what is my audience. Of course, you connect that to the final product that you want to sell, but also looking at keywords, which means you look at the market. You see how other people are looking into that product and what they are doing, putting into search engines to look for that product. Okay. Have I forgotten anything, Simone? I think
no, it looks very well, and this is a model that is even taught at universities.
Oh, really?
So,
see, I never went there, so okay.
So it's it's a model that is also valid, and a colleague of mine actually also told me, and he worked as a sales representative for the company I'm working for, and he also said, well, this is the model we're working with.
Okay.
And he does his job, or did his job now for 30 years. So this is still valid, still true, still up to date, and it's a great thing to think about that.
Right. Okay. Well, we didn't specifically go into the details on the left here. All of these
Well,
related to social media. We can do that later.
we'll have to get have a lot of topics to cover also for the next webinar. So I think when I look at the time,
Let's move
we'll
on.
just let's move on.
Righto. I agree. Okay. Okay. Doing the work.
So doing the work, I think we also have to be a little bit brief here. Well, brutally honest means it's discipline. It also means that you have to find out something that you do every day. The Slight Edge is a great concept by Jeff Olson, and in fact, it says, well, a little thing done with a straight discipline every day, every day, every day, every day, it will in fact lead you to your success and to your path. So therefore, this is something that we're really into, and we'll get more into the details later on. Well, support to be expected from coach and sponsors, we covered that already. And we say, well, we cannot carry more than 3, but we can help, and we could support or at least try to create some material so that we can support you. And this way, the best, I think, is always go ahead and do it, and then learn along the way. And that's where we're into it. Once you get into the action, then you know exactly what you're missing or what, and then we can support you.
Right. I think I'd like to add one thing there on that support, which we could have put in there, and that's communication, explicit communication.
Yeah.
Because I have probably at this moment a number of my mentors that I've never really finished the communication with, on saying how are we going to go forward with this. At some point, I feel that a lot of people that are coaching, that they just do not even ask you, are we done? You know, are you going to come back to me or not? They just assume that you're gone or something. I don't know. But it's just not the right way to be in any family, because you don't just drop somebody that you've made good money on. You don't do that. You find out whether they want to be helped, and then you find out in a transparent way if that's possible to help them that way that they want to be helped. If it's not, then you need to talk about that and have an agreement on that, but you cannot just drop people. That's something that I feel is ethically not correct.
Exactly, I feel the same, and I think we're there to support the people who are working on themselves and also on their business, and we're also there to be mentors who are actually supporting people.
Right. Okay.
So that's what we want to.
Yeah.
And well, if you are serious about getting the work done, we are serious about the help.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and that's why we do ask communication from you, and we're talking about every week, because if you stop communicating for more than a week, if it goes into 2 weeks or 3 weeks, then actually you can ask yourself, is this still something that you really want now? So, okay. And we actually, it says here, we can keep track of what the next step is to work on. And we have templates for that you can just say, okay, I go through these tasks which are there. It's like homework. Yep, it is like homework. But it's very clear, and then you can just tick them off as you go along, and we will be able to use that spreadsheet, which is online between us, as a tool to keep track of progress, and also to stimulate you to keep on going. So.
That's right. So continue.
Okay. Okay, this is an example of a daily checklist, daily prosperity checklist. Actually, I took this from one of the people that I've been learning from, Mike Hobbs. I will see if I can make a simpler version of this for you so that you could work with this. That's the left-hand side. The right-hand side actually is more in detail, all the things that you need to do to create and publish a video blog, a vlog. So that's something on there. Okay. Okay, I think
I think we've covered pretty much.
I think so.
Well, this is kind of an idea, and you can stop the video here, and but that's also how step-by-step would look like. And you saw the other picture. Step-by-step really means getting to the details, as I think the English say, nuts and bolts.
Right. Okay.
And so that you really know what you're supposed to do. And well, setting up systems, getting traffic, converting views to leads, converting leads to sales. This is actually also a different way of expressing this model that we've had before.
Yeah.
Kind of the internet terms for the model that we've seen: attention, interest, desire, action. That's actually it.
All right. Okay. We'll be coming back to this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, and now I will show you something that I appreciate very much. It's called the Top Producer Formula. And as I said before, I have all of these already on my mobile. And I listen to them whenever I can, so that this way I can get the ideas of the Top Producer Formula more and more into my head, and also to have the general concept more and more within it, because I think one part of the entire success is that you are 100% sure that you need your subconscious mind. And therefore, I try to learn as much as I can, go through it over and over again, and take the action, of course, but also work with myself, my subconscious mind, so that my entire personality is also into it. And I would like to show you exactly how that looks like. And maybe I need an idea where I think I have to go to the regisseur. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, do you want to pull up the screen, or
yes, I would like to pull up the screen, but I don't know how. So you see, we're learning.
Yeah. That's good. on the top left, do you have the green button with the white arrow?
The chat. Oh yeah, okay, that's
the second
it.
One.
The second one. Okay. Let's see. I've got the Google Hangout, I've got Skype, I've got Facebook open. Maybe that one is it. Maybe it's that one. Yeah, here we go.
Yes. Good job.
Okay, yeah, I can.
Can you double click on the blue bar at the top so you make it even bigger?
On the blue bar at the top, which is the blue bar at the top?
Yeah, at the very top. To the right, to the right, to the right.
To the right here. More to the right here. This one?
Yeah, double click there. Yeah.
Okay, is it bigger for you?
No, it's smaller. I thought, okay. Oh, then that was the max. It's okay.
Okay, that was the max, so I'm gone now. Okay, here we are. Top Producer Formula. Make it a little bit bigger, but I can check. I think I've seen that. This one here makes it a lot nicer, I think.
Yeah, or you can press the F11 button.
F11 would be then the smaller ones.
The full screen. And then you go
F11. Okay, here we go, full screen.
Yeah.
Okay, this is called just Insight. Okay, the company we're with, as you see here, is Power Network. As we said, it's a company that is doing a lot of good stuff regarding training of internet products, internet marketing. So, and I would say, well, to me, that's just amazing what they did. And what I appreciate here very much is like that you're having all those lessons bit by bit going through that, and you can also download a study guide and also download the audio. That's what I did. So that means when I'm just cooking and I can listen to this audio. Isn't that great? You
Yeah.
prepare the food for your family, and then you can also improve yourself on your business that you're pursuing. Because as a working mom, I'm doing the dishes. I'm doing the dishes. I'm cooking, and it's great that I can also learn something. So we're learning what is covered here: sponsoring and selling. It's like basically, well, what do we sell? Beliefs and attitudes. As I said, well, you need some conscious mind. You have to have the belief that it works, that the work you put into it actually delivers the result that you desire. Lead capture pages, this is kind of, well, where do you get the eyeballs on? How do you create that? So then it's the way of how do you connect to the people whom you want to sell something to. You've got generating targeted leads. That's important. How you're signing people up on the phone. This means exactly when you're, for example, in a network marketing company, how to use the phone in a more efficient way, so that you can increase your business. Upselling is something that you do all the time. By the way, I just listened to that today. Lesson 7 is also something about how to handle objections. I don't have the money, I have to talk to my wife, I have to talk to my husband, all this stuff. So it's very, very clear on that. Presentation formula, you get the information how to really do a presentation, how do you do a live event, how do you do a local live event, creating live groups. So what we're doing here is also something that I took from this module, or that I took from this product, where I say, well, when I want to become successful, we have to do some live stuff. And I'm very happy and thankful that Marcel also took up the idea, so that right now we're partnering and it's easier for both of us. And it's we're more committed, we're more engaged, we're more enthusiastic about what we're doing, because we're not doing it all alone. So, and that's something where I say, well, okay, if my mentor would have had the chance to more connect people to each other, that would have been more beneficial. So we try to do this as well, because we've seen that's a need. Painting a vision for the future is also the outlook on how are you going to go ahead. So as you see here, lots of stuff. And what I would say here is, as we say, we're 100% clear. And if you have that and just work on that, that's something that is great. You don't have to buy it all at one time. If you focus on this one here and just do what they say, follow that, you'll have a good chance of succeeding. So that's basically what I wanted to tell. I hope that it's clear. If you've got questions, just go ahead, contact with me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Skype. So I'm all over the place, on Google+, wherever. And I'm happy if I could receive questions so that we can answer them.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
So now tell me how to get out of it. It's like string 11, F11 again? No.
Yes, that's one. Yeah,
Okay.
F11.
Okay, wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's it. So that's it.
Okay.
And now I have to get back to the Hangout, I think.
Yeah.
And when I say
the green,
I press the green button again.
And
okay, here we are.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
we did this. So as you see, we're just learning. We're not afraid of making mistakes. We're just doing it. And I want you all to just take up the courage and just do it. Go ahead and do it. It's no matter if you make a mistake. At least you've done it.
Right. Well, I think what's important is to give people the confidence that this step that we are now showing you here, we will do that together with you. You will not be like others that say on a video I don't know, when they record it, you just do it. Because for many people, at least for me, it's important that doing it together makes it doable, makes it it real. It's like you have a partner in crime. You know, you do something together, and together it's okay to do it.
Exactly.
Before you feel that you either, you know, you're not worth it, or it's not going to be interesting by anybody. What our take is on this, I'm going to move on the slide to the next, actually. Oh yeah, we're going to get to that in a second. Our take on this is that we are just creating content, which we will learn when we start talking about blogging and why blogging is so good and important. You will see that creating content is really key, and that's just why we're doing this, to create more content, and then also, of course, with the message that we give. But having content out there and having people look at it, like you will. We're going to round off in a minute. It's only we said we do an hour, I think. And it's
yes, I think we have to speed up a little bit. We've got still some time, some things to cover.
Okay.
Real quick, cultural and language differences. To me, as a German, I'm always a little bit. Well, it always feels awkward when somebody says, "I make money." To me, it sounds in my imagination that there's somebody who has a printer in the cellar or somewhere and is printing the money. So it's and the German term is more an idea of serving and earning money. It's more like, well, you're serving the people, you're actually helping the people with whatever product or service you have, and therefore that you're serving them, that you have a product that actually is there to fulfill a need, then you're also entitled to receive the money. So that's kind of also the basic idea behind us, which is maybe a German term or a cultural term, but I think it's a good idea, because I know the product we have are valuable and are helping to serve a need. The need is there that you learn proper marketing, and we're there to help and support, so that the problem that you have with getting your product to your customers is now solved. And that way we're entitled to earn the money.
Right. And as you will see in the roadmap, there are different points where we say here you can add value, and where you can use the ILT, the invest, learn and teach cycle to create value for other people, and that will come back to you. Okay. Okay, so Kim Klaver, I just talked about that. She has a book, and the book is called If My Product's So Great, Why Come I Can't Sell It? I actually picked it up. I don't know. Is my camera on? Or
no, we're seeing the screens.
Oh, okay. So anyway, I was going to show the book, but you know what? I'll show it at the end when we get back to the camera. And a couple of things from there. Always lead with a product, never with the business. So we will come back to this. It's a very basic principle. It's against many golden rule. Okay, and the other one is to show to other people that you are the best example of using that product. So all you have to do is watch me use this product. So instead of pushing their hot button and finding out what they are supposed to be interested in, you just say, hey, I am so pumped up, I like doing this. And then all those people that gravitate towards that same idea, they will be attracted to you. Okay? Good.
Okay.
The tools. Actually, I'm going to skip this because it's too long. Do it next time. Oh, one thing I do want to say here, the book 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. I will also add that to the end, so we can show that. Okay, how you can work with us. So we are giving this it says a hands-on training once a week. So now what we're doing is a webinar. We're going to organize it in such a way that maybe we can also actually show you people hands-on stuff. And we will ask you to send in questions before that. And okay, one thing is we'll have the replay of our training available. Yeah, I'm saying we call it a hands-on training, which means that we need to, this was a first kickoff, We would like
Exactly.
people to join in, and we're going to show things that we can do. People can ask questions. And then after that, we have two levels of people. One is that people that are into the same company, and we were showing one company, a Power Network, here today. I'm actually a general marketer, and I have a number of people I work for, so different products, different companies. And I'd like to say that, so any of those that have your interests, you could sign up with. And when that is the case, then your training, your coaching can be totally free. If that's not the case, our normal rate is $50 per half hour to work on. And as you make money with us, you will be seeing that is worth well its money. And at some point, actually, we should be asking more, because you will be making more than that. Okay, here we go. This is the point where I have to say, of course, no guarantees. The disclaimer. It all depends on what we are able to reach. But in this case, we'll say what we're able to reach together. Right. Let's go on.
We cannot guarantee anything. We cannot guarantee that you make any money in this business. It all depends on your work effort and work ethic.
Exactly. Okay. So take massive action now. I'm going to say, okay, you can connect with us, book an appointment, go for Simone on Skype. You can find her on Facebook also. Just we'll put all this information out there for you. But if you want to talk directly, then going to Skype to Simone Henser or Likowski or Marcel Spitz here would be fine. Yeah, more information you can find on our website, nohypeinternetmarketing.com. And we are asking you to like us on Facebook, No Hype Internet Marketing, so that it will grow to other people around you. And you can also share, of course, the video with the page that we have this. We'll be placing replays in an archive so that all of them will remain available.
Okay, and well, I think this is pretty much it. And
yeah, so you received a free gift. This is a bit of a difficult link to go to. So I'll be putting, for everybody that finds us on No Hype Internet Marketing on Facebook, on that page, we will give as reward, we will give you the free gift. And we also said that the people that will have the sit down with us to do the interview, fill in the survey, do the interview. Same thing. And by the way, it is worth it to do that. Even if you do not want to work with us afterwards, it is worthwhile. If you do the interview, you'll be getting a good plan of what you should be looking at for the future. Okay. Next. Where are we?
What else do we have?
Okay. Okay. So I don't know if we have. I think we've got enough information at the moment to make a pick for next time, right?
Okay, so I think that might be something that is like our cliffhanger for the next hangout next week.
Right.
So we'll talk about some of these topics. Always important, well, daily schedule, that means discipline. We talked about this up front. The funnel, traffic, because without traffic you're lost.
Yeah.
And well, self-development, like the general topics, but we won't leave you alone.
Right. Well, maybe we'll just start from the top next time.
All right, so we've got something to cover and you've got something to look forward to.
Right. Okay. Yes. What else? Okay. On the Q&A.
And of course, just give us lots of ideas. What are you struggling with? And from there onwards, we'll research and make also this live hangout and answer your questions. So we're happy to do this. Okay. And as you see from Empower Network, we've got lots and tons of products there, and that's so much high quality stuff. And there are lots of answers as well to all the problems in this niche.
Right. Okay. So I'd like to say for the Q&A, we'll be putting that on a different video. So this is our last slide. I think that is it. I'll stop sharing my screen, and I will bring onto the camera when I get the camera back. Is it switching?
Yes, this camera sometimes has its own ideas about how to work and function.
Right. Okay, so here, I don't know, am I being seen here or not?
Not yet.
No,
I don't see anything right now.
My camera's gone.
Okay. Okay. Here we've got this little, well, are you there?
I am here, but I'm trying to get
the camera going.
My camera just doesn't want to do it. I switch it off and I switch it on again. Here we go. Switch it on. No. Okay. So I'll do it in a different way. So to show you that book, and otherwise you've heard about it. Kim Claver.
Okay, and I've got that as well. So next time I will put it to my desk so that at least somebody can show it. And well, search for it on google.com, Kim Claver, and it's just an amazing book. It's in orange, and when I read that, amazing.
Okay. Shall we say that's it for today?
Yes, I think that's it for today. I hope you got some value out of it. And feel free to leave us your comments, leave us our information regarding what you need. What are you struggling with? And call it a day.
Right. You said it all. Thank you so much, Simone. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
We will, and strange that my camera is not coming back. And see you next time. Thank you.
See you next time. Bye.